to be wild. It's my life, rocking as an 80s child. Our Beatles were leopards and snakes. Youth go wild, falling angels, sunset straight. I wanna rock, feel the noise. Hey, 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 rock the life.
Welcome to Rock the Life, a podcast for fans by fans. I'm Katya.
I'm Amy.
And Amy, today we are joined by one of the most powerful voices in hard rock and heavy metal right now. You've heard him in Last in Line alongside original Dio legends, touring with The Offspring, stepping in for Great White, Def Leppard, and now Electric Temple. But where we first, really, Andrew started really standing out for us is when Amy saw him recently play with Pyromania, a Def Leppard tribute band. And so he is one of the heavy hitters in heavy metal music, and he has just been brilliant. He is so fun to listen to, so fun to talk to. And with that, we have, I'm going to call him our Las Vegas legend right now, because that's where he is.
Right? Oh
Andrew
my gosh.
Freeman.
Yeah, you guys, he's so fun, and Pyromania was phenomenal. We'll get into it a little bit. This one's kind of exciting, and we laugh a little bit. So hope you enjoy it. Here's Andrew.
Hello, Andrew. How are you doing?
Doing great. Thank you.
Well,
Yay.
good to see you. We're so happy to have you on because Amy and I have been talking about you a lot in the last, I'd say month or so.
Oh, do tell. What are you talking about?
I'd say more than a month or so, but especially in the last month or so. So we're going to jump right into one of the projects you're working on, which I think is so much fun, and that's
Okay.
Blast.
Pyromania.
Oh, that? Yeah, really? Okay, sure.
No, I know, but it's just so fun.
We're going to cover the band.
We got all of them. Okay, so because
What would you like
Amy
to
a
know?
few weeks ago she saw you with Pyromania and
Right.
could not and still cannot stop talking about the show. So
Oh, good.
how did that all come about? I mean, because you have such a musical career in huge bands, you're playing all over the world, and you're doing Pyromania. So how did that come about?
It's a simple answer, money.
Right.
I mean, I'm not one of those guys who's like, I don't do this for the money, because there's certain things I don't do for money, and there's certain things I do for money.
Right.
And so years ago, I would say, do you want the long story or the short
Sure.
story?
Yeah, no, I would love the long story because I also yes, it's for money, but it can't just be anyone that steps in to do this either.
I
So
agree.
this is,
I agree because Joe is a friend, and Joe is a really huge talent. I don't know if we're still friends because I haven't talked to him in a while, but because I'm doing this, but but this Joe and Def Leppard themselves kind of triggered this whole thing because we I moved to California from Massachusetts in 2004, and my first gig was with Lynch Mob and with George Lynch from Dokken, and I had moved out. I had done a tour with him back in 2004, 2005. I think we moved out there. And anyway, long story endless. There was a music store that was next door to where I lived in Huntington Beach, California, and I met this guy named Neil Shelton who owned a store. He owned a place called Neil's Music in Huntington Beach, and he just did tribute bands all the time. So him and I got to got friendly, and I literally, because it's a music store right next to where I lived, I was in there all the time. We just got to talking, and I said, I'm looking for some gigs, actually, was it before? Okay, I can't remember. I think that was after Offspring. I was doing Offspring, and I got, I don't know how I could have described that. I was not rehired.
Okay,
Offspring.
good. Yeah, fair enough.
We parted ways. And I was just, my wife and I had a baby. My wife at the time we had a son who's now 16, and
Oh,
yeah, and money was tight. It was getting tight because we weren't working. I lost a lot of money that year by not doing that run. And so he said, "Hey, we need a bass player. Are you interested in playing bass?" I said, "Yeah, sure. I own bass gear. I'm not, particularly a bass player, but." So anyway, made it work. Ended up working with him for a few years while my son was, till he was about 2 or 3 years old. So I got to stay home and do sporadic like weekend warrior type stuff. So then that ended when I joined Radiating Rock Vault in Vegas, which was in 2012, 2013. So yeah, so I was doing that, moved out to Vegas, and then we were on I was with when I was with Last in Line. We did a Def Leppard cruise. It was the Hysteria on the High Seas was the
I
cruise,
was going to
and
call it the infamous Def Leppard cruise for
the
many
infamous
reasons.
Def Leppard
But
cruise. Yeah, our bass player Jimmy Bain passed away on the cruise, and Joe lost his voice on the same day. So it was the best of times. It was the worst of times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he lost his voice, and they asked me to sing, do a few songs with them, and that kind of went viral. Got a
yeah,
lot of rock press in the rock world, because there's a couple other guys that got up there and sang, like it was Eric Martin and Kip Winger got up and sang a song, but it was like they were reading off a sheet of paper, and it was really uncomfortable. And I love both those guys.
that's
I
what I
love
heard.
both those guys, but they didn't know it. But I got
I was like,
I got
oh, bless
approached.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, I got approached by Eddie Trunk, who I was friends with, and he said, "Hey, they're looking for you. They're looking for somebody to sing the set tonight." I was like, "You're out of your mind. There's no way. Like, what are you talking about?" Because I've been a
On a
fan my
Def
entire life
Leppard cruise. On a
on a
Def
cruise.
Leppard
Yeah,
cruise.
like it's all hardcore fans. It's not. There's
Yeah, it
no
is.
casual fans on those things. So I went up and they asked me what I knew, and I said, "Well, I used to be in a Def Leppard tribute," and they were like, "Holy shit, really?" So, Phil Collin handed me a set list. He said, "What do you know?" So I looked at
Yeah.
the set. I said, I kind of looked at it and I'm like, "Well, what do you know?" You know what I mean? Because this is my problem and my curse, because sometimes I have no filter, and I still think of Phil as like Phil and Vivian. I still think of them as the new guys because
The
I've
new
been a
guys in the
fan for so
band.
long. Yeah, like I was young when they started, but I had an older brother that was like huge into Leopard, and he just kind of inundated me with it. So I knew them from Pete Willis days,
You're
from
like,
On Through
I
the
know
Night days.
90s. Yeah. Or
Yeah,
80s.
so
80s.
like
That's even
when
80s. Yeah.
right, so like when Pyromania came out, it was kind of this band I've been following for a couple of years, because I was younger and whatever, and so anyway, so that's kind of how it came about. So um I get calls a lot of times from people, "Hey, I have this tribute band. Would you, or just cover bands and whatever else?" And because I'm a working musician, so when I'm not working with the bigger
Yeah.
bands, I gotta keep the lights on, So, yeah, so that's kind of how it came about. And my friend Neil, we just kind of I covered some shows for them last year, and he said, "Hey, we'd like to bring you in. Are you interested in doing it?" And I said, I guess so. It depends on, what I have going on. And it just got very slow. So we kind of had a conversation, and it just made sense because I had this connection to the band through, doing that. And then the Last in Line thing through Viv. And I just went for it, just because it's kind of easy. I know all the material, and the guarantees are really great, and people seem to like it. The band is
Oh my
great,
gosh.
and not to be an asshole, not to be sorry, I'm not to be
You're fine.
a jerk, but I mean it's a pro band. Like they're
Oh
all
yeah.
pro
No,
guys.
Oh my gosh.
It's not like in
I
tribute bands, a lot of tribute bands you
no.
see. This is a pro
no.
situation, so
No. I was blown away. Like I didn't know what to expect. Okay, so we have a really great friend of our show, Brenda, who
okay.
has referred us to a lot of different people, and she really really speaks highly of you. And so we're like, oh, okay. And so when I saw that that Pyromania was gonna be after Firehouse and Lita Ford,
Oh,
I was like
that's where you were.
Another one of
all
Andrew's fans.
in. Yes, I
Yeah.
was all in. I was there, and it was actually my phone that you took at that show, and that was Katya and our international
Oh,
incident.
yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so that's why we brought it up
I was
first, because
just
we
like,
were like,
That's
it
hilarious.
was so fun.
it was so fun.
fun.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
That's the weird thing about that band because and when I do the interviews and stuff, because for years I didn't really want to admit that I was doing that stuff or say, oh, I'm doing this,
Oh,
I'm doing that. But it's again, and somebody said to me a while back, like, you can't let anybody judge your hustle. You know what I mean? Your hustle
No.
is your own. You have to answer to your brain and your
Mm-hmm.
family. You have people who depend on you, your responsibilities.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can make, a decent living, still playing music at my age and with my experience, what's the difference? I
no,
mean,
and
Well,
if I'm singing with the band with them on their cruise and I'm singing their songs that are not my songs, and then I'm doing it somewhere else, which I did for free, by the way. And if I did it for profit, what's
yeah.
the difference? And we all have fun doing it. If as long as the people
Yeah.
like it, who gives a shit?
and
You know, it's
the
just,
fans love it too, right? I mean, are they?
I
Oh
think
my
so.
gosh.
Yeah,
Oh my
I think
gosh. It
so. I mean,
was.
I think if it was terrible, I think if we were not like doing it justice, it would be a thing. If we were out there like dressing up like these guys, being
That,
impersonators, I
mhm,
could
mhm,
get
mhm.
that. I would get
Okay,
that.
you're
But
right.
we're
You're right.
not.
Okay.
No.
We're not.
It
And
was
I
a
can't help to
phenomenal
be that
show.
I've been influenced by Joe because
Mm-hmm.
he's a talent. I mean,
Mm-hmm. We
he's
love
an
him too.
icon.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Mm-hmm.
great. He's an icon. He's a
Mm-hmm.
great guy, and he always gives me the time of day when I see him, which he doesn't have to. And
Mm-hmm.
I just appreciate the fact that that those guys have kind of they
Yeah.
accepted me in their inner circle for a little bit, but now I don't
Yeah.
again. But now I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
I'm still, you know.
No,
for
that
me as a Def Leppard fan, I absolutely that whole show, it was the perfect topper to the night, and
Cool.
it brought me so much joy. My husband was kind of in and around and aback, and he was like, "This is your happy place. Front of the
I'm
stage,
glad to hear that.
singing my favorite
Def
songs, and you
Leppard.
killed
Oh,
them. You
it
killed
was.
them." I
Thank you.
was like, "Oh my word." It was
No, I
phenomenal.
Okay, so
appreciate that.
then,
I'm really
so
glad you liked it.
Loved it.
how far and wide does Pyromania tour, or is that just like is now that over, or will you continue with it?
I mean, we're continuing. We have
Okay.
it's growing, and as long as it's yeah, I don't know. I'm in a weird place in my career, in my life with how I'm
So
doing
much
things
going
because
on.
I have I have this dilemma that came up today. I got offered this tour. I'm not going to say where, but it's a pretty big tour for a national act, and it's not. I can't
I
say
know.
who. I
No,
can't
I
okay,
say
know.
who.
no,
We're good.
But
We're
we'll
good.
be watching your Instagram. Don't worry. We'll be
Yes,
watching
but
what
we will.
happens.
I have 4 Def Leppard tribute shows in Arizona. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Four shows
Uh-huh.
in that conflict with this offer, and
Oh.
um, and the money for the Leopard band between the two, it's exactly the same, but there's a
oh,
lot more travel involved. We're talking about
Mhm.
the money's the same, but there's 4 dates as opposed to 7 dates.
Oh.
okay.
So it's like,
Oh. Mm-hmm.
in order to keep the one thing going at a certain level, I have to keep my career going at a certain level. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? So
absolutely. No,
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
what's this? So what do you sacrifice? Like, I don't really want to
Yeah.
sacrifice this band I've been working on for a long time for this offer that's just going to be a quick thing. But I love all the people that are involved for both sides. So
Yes.
Yeah.
it's just it's a terrible thing to be loved. You know what I
I
mean?
know. Ever that was like what a great and I'm just saying it's
I
not
know.
like anyone can just step into the Def Leppard gig for you.
No.
You just I think
Or
it's yeah,
anything
that
else
is
that you do for
really
that matter,
anything
because
else.
you have an
No.
amazing voice.
Thank you, thank you,
Amazing voice.
thank you. Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
so
yeah, it's got to, and I agree with you. It's not an easy gig to do. There's a lot of people who try to do it and they can't, um, don't get it right.
get it
I
right. Yeah.
don't, yeah, I don't really overthink it because it's just something that's kind of second nature to me because they were one of my bigger influences, so growing up. So
I have a compliment for you.
Oh, more. Thank you.
On Too Late, you hit 20-something Joe's notes.
She meant when Joe was 20
Stop
something.
saying things like that.
Well,
Stop.
I mean, we love him and we will never have
We
anything
love him.
bad to say,
I love them
period.
too. Yeah.
But my favorite Def Leppard song of all time now is Too Late for Love off of Drastic Symphonies, when you have 20-something Joe come in with 60-something Joe, and it is so
Oh, I didn't see that.
phenomenal.
Oh, cool.
It's mind-blowing. But just to hear that, but I was paying very close attention, especially during that part, to see what I would hear. And I was like, I turned around and I looked at my girlfriends and I was like, I was like, he just hit 20-something Joe's, anyway. So I was blown away. I was like I said, it was such a fun night.
Well, I'm glad you liked it. I'm really
I would
glad
go again in a
it's
heartbeat.
going over the way it does.
And
So
Amy, I had to settle with seeing Def Leppard in England instead. No, because I was
for a
like,
lot more money, probably, right? A lot more money. Yeah.
It probably,
Yeah,
it
a
was
lot
just
more
like,
money.
I threw my phone on for Amy to watch that show too for a bit,
Yep.
just to, yeah,
That's
it was
cool.
kind of cute. Okay, so tell me, what is the Rock and Roll Church?
Oh, Rock and Roll Church is a show we do here in Vegas. That's on a hiatus right now, but it's coming back in a couple of weeks. We do it's kind of like a rock revival show. We do a lot of classic rock
Okay,
songs. It was kind of had a jam vibe to it for a while, where we'd have like these extended jams and stuff. But it's becoming more of a show now, where it's like a 90-minute, some video and some production behind us, and we just do
Fun.
a lot of. We do classic rock versions of songs, but we kind of do our own versions of it sometimes. Without it getting too long-winded, So it's actually been cool. We've been doing it since December 2024, on and off,
okay.
and we try to do it every Sunday. It just depends on who's available and touring schedules and stuff like that.
Is
So
it
it's a nice little house gig in Vegas on Sunday night.
is it in a church?
No, it's just we only call it that because it's on a Sunday. So,
Okay, I'm in the
but the
land of
concept.
churches, so like everything is a church here. That's why I was like, oh, there's like 1,000 churches. I'm sure you could find one.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
not as
Well,
many
the
churches in
concept.
Vegas.
Sorry,
Not as many
there are no
churches
churches.
in Vegas.
No, well, they have them, and there's people who go to them,
Yeah.
but this is the only church I go to. This is
Okay.
basically it's the church of rock and roll. It's just how music and these songs make you feel emotional and spiritual, and the connection that you have to these tunes. That's kind of where it comes from, because that for a lot of people, that's really the only church they need. That's where they get their. That's where
That's where
personally,
they
that's
get
where I
their
get.
where they get
That's
their
where I get all
inspiration.
my
Yeah.
spirituality. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's from
absolutely.
that. So.
So who decides what's played? Is it you, like you
Oh.
sit with a group and you come up together of what's going to be played that week, or how do you come up with
We have a collective. There's a text message that goes out on like a
Okay.
Monday or Tuesday, and we put a set together. Um, uh, it's gotten a little stagnant for me lately because we're doing a lot of the same songs, but we're going to
Okay.
change that, so where the set list is different every week. So yeah, so it's basically that's how it starts, and but there's no there's no rehearsal. Basically, we
Okay.
just get the list and we go in and we bang it out. So it's
awesome.
supposed to be like you see it how it is, And if something doesn't work, we just either stop playing it or we just don't play it at the beginning of the night. So
And do you have a lot of then repeat people that come to watch it, like a church?
we
Like it's
do,
where they
yeah,
go to? Oh, I love it.
we do.
Diana's
Okay.
there all the time.
I know. Well, that's a
Diana
Diana.
plays and
community,
stuff all the
right?
time.
That
Lions.
really is a community.
Oh, and for the rock scene here, yeah, it was. We kind of lost our hub recently,
I was
but
gonna. That's what my question was
That's what
gonna be.
yeah.
Go ahead, Ann.
I was just gonna say, what's the impact of losing Vamped been? Because
Oh,
that's
it's
where you
huge.
had, yeah.
That it's huge. We all of us played there on regular. If you're a local and you come through there with national acts, and then you come through there with your cover bands, and you go down there to do projects, or you just go down there and have some pizza and a couple drinks and hang out with your friends. There's always somebody there. It was like the rock and roll Cheers of Vegas. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It
we
Dan was
really
telling
tried to
us about
push
that.
our merch so that we could buy it, but 4 million just
oh,
didn't happen.
is that what he wants?
Okay.
Four
We
four
tried.
million?
That's what I heard. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I
So,
could get you. I know Danny. I could get you a deal if you want.
yeah, right. We just got to sell more shirts. That's what it is. Katya,
Yeah,
model your shirt,
yeah. There you go. Well, didn't you have that on the other night?
I
You
did.
did. Okay, yeah,
hmm
yeah.
Yeah.
All of us did, actually. We had a whole group. Yeah.
That's
Yep.
cool. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it
very
was fun.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah,
get
so
there,
that's what
and
that is.
okay.
Yep.
Oh, that sounds very okay. So also tell us now about Electric Temple.
Oh, yeah, Electric Tempo is a project I did with a guy from
hmm
this guy Tony. I know from New
Tony
York.
Childs.
Sorry, yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
that's
I just
good.
noticed my preamp was on. I just was like, why has that been on all night? Yeah, Tony Child, it's his project.
Okay,
He
okay.
got myself, Matt Starr, and
hmm
um God, these names, I'm getting old. I can't remember names anymore.
Mike
Um
Duda.
Mike Duda, thank
hmm
you.
hmm
And we did this record, and some really cool songs on it, and
Yep.
wasn't really expecting it to kind of blow up like it did, and it's starting to get really good review, or it's gotten some really good reviews.
hmm
I started kind of taking it a little more seriously when I read a review that said this was the best record I've ever done, which
Oh,
I would beg to
fantastic. But
differ,
okay.
but
Okay.
or the best
hmm
vocal performance I ever had. But I don't know if I necessarily agree. Had I known that it was going to get that kind of attention, I would have done a better job.
Okay.
But
What was your best vocal
Oh, yeah.
performance? Yeah. Which record do you think you did the best?
what track or what record?
Oh, both.
Both.
There's a song called "Give Up the Ghost" I did with Last in Line on the second
hmm
Hmm.
album that I really like. I did some
hmm
kind of cool, what I would call soul singing,
hmm
Yeah.
hmm
in parts. Some like Little Richard high screams and just kind of stuff that was off
Yeah.
the beaten path for that. Yeah, I don't really know because I don't really think about that stuff. I
Yeah.
don't,
Okay.
if somebody says it sucks, I don't really read a lot of that crap,
Okay.
unless
hmm
it's positive or whatever. So
hmm
what I'm saying is it doesn't really affect what I do. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just kind of approach
Okay.
everything a little different. I approach everything like what works for this, and I'm
hmm
not worried about showcasing, the note I can hit. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
So
It's all about the vibe.
so then what do you see? Where is Electric Temple? Where do you see that fitting in with your career right now? Or are you going to tour
well,
another album?
I think we'll probably
Mm.
do another
Or it's a
record.
new
We have
album. So yeah, okay.
two videos that we got to get done.
Saw
I'm
those.
actually
Hmm.
filming one tomorrow. Well, I'm filming my
Oh,
parts for both of them tomorrow. Um, so yeah, we just got to get a video edited. Those guys have done theirs. Everybody's done it separately.
okay. So, is that where pancakes fits in?
Oh, did you see Pancakes today?
Saw
I just
pancakes
posted it.
today.
Yeah. No, no, no. That's we those three guys, me, Chris Chiquino, the guitar player, he was in Rock of Ages for years.
Yeah.
And Troy Patrick Farrell, I don't know if you know Troy. He's plays with everybody. He played with Gilby Clarke
Mm-hmm.
and White Lion, all these different bands.
Mm-hmm.
They got Chris got got asked to do a show for this company called the Black Bear Diner, which is a
Mm-hmm.
chain of restaurants here in West
Yep.
Coast.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
And they
There's one
said,
in
"Hey," he said,
Shasta.
"Oh, is there? Okay, yeah, there's
Mm-hmm.
a couple here." So,
Yeah. And there's one. There
they're
was one
great.
in Salinas. My first daughter's first birthday was at a Black Bear Diner. We
Oh,
rented
there
out
you
their
go.
little back room. So
Very
Back room,
cool.
yeah.
black room.
They have
Yep.
a back
Yep.
black room. Is that what?
Right. Well,
Back,
no,
yeah.
it's
Is it
just
all
the
black?
back room.
You have to say it
But I was like,
fast.
Black Bear Diner. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So totally familiar with Black Bear Diner. Yeah.
yeah. So they asked if we knew if there was any songs we could do about pancake, so that had the word
It's
pancake in
phenomenal.
it, and we couldn't find anything, so I just wrote one. I just wrote a quick
That's
little,
awesome. It was so awesome.
yeah, yeah. Thank you.
It was great.
It's getting a little bit of traction, I guess. People,
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's hilarious because
You're like the
we did all
pancakes.
these rock tunes. We were a three-piece rock band. I was playing bass and singing, and that's how we ended it. And these two guys in bear suits came out. I think it was like the CEO of the company in a bear suit. The two of them come out there dancing while we're playing. Like this is
I
either
love
the
it.
worst or the best day of my career. I can't
Right.
figure out which one it is. But
Time will tell. Time will tell.
they were so cool and so awesome. They
Yeah.
really took care of us and they were really happy.
Yeah.
So that's all that
Did you
matters.
get some?
That's
Did you get
awesome.
some pancakes?
I got some gift cards to the diner.
Okay, to get
That's pretty
pancakes.
nice.
Okay, that's what I was. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll see. That's a.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go back to your videos for with Electric Temple. Are you the
Okay.
creative artist behind it? Are you directing the videos?
Not for them, no.
Okay.
I'm going to have a little more to do with the two new ones, but I didn't have anything to do with those. He hired a fancy Los Angeles video
Wow.
director.
Ooh, that's kind of fun. That's kind of fun to see what
Yeah.
they'll do. And
Those
how are you?
Those are fun experiences sometimes.
No, I think that would be like videos, right? Rock videos. Like, isn't that like the best?
What's that?
Aren't they a lot of fun to do? It's like, I used to love MTV videos, right? And I still like
Yeah.
watching videos on YouTube.
Mhm.
So
They're
when you're,
kind of
where
fun.
are you
Yeah.
promoting the videos on YouTube? Is that how where do your videos get traction?
YouTube would be the one, I think the biggest one. That's where everybody
Mhm.
kind of hosts everything. But
Mhm.
I don't know if we get the kind of, in this genre of music, you don't really get the traction that you would get, doing other types, I guess. We're all, it's an older demographic now. So it's and a lot of those people aren't computer savvy, so it's hard to,
Mhm.
they're
We
not
need to.
nailed to their phones like the younger generation is. We actually
Yeah.
enjoy other things. But
We need to bring back Wayne Isham. That's what we need to do.
We do.
what was Wayne
Where is
Isham?
he?
That sounds familiar.
He did the Pour Some Sugar on Me video. He
Pour Some
did the
Sugar on
Bon
Me
Jovi
videos. He did a lot of the Def
videos. He
Leppard
did.
videos. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's still doing videos these days.
I don't know.
We shall have to look him up. Okay.
Well, I'll look him up right now. Let's see.
I
Wayne
was
Right?
like, where is?
What is Wayne
Why
Isham doing?
wait?
And you know what's
Why are you
funny?
waiting?
Andrew looks like a young Wayne Isham.
Do I?
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah. Back when.
Yeah.
I love the fact that I'm a young everybody. I'm a young.
We'll get you to be someone old. We're like, oh, Andrew's an old version of.
Oh no, we don't go there.
We like the young version. Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, my goodness.
what would I be an old version of? Would it be an old version of a fetus? Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to.
Oh, there he is, Wayne
Oh,
Wayne
man.
Isham. He's right there. He is.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
He rarely posed for pictures back in the day, but we ended up getting a picture with him one time when we
'Cause we
were
thought
doing
he was
Don
a
so-
Dokken.
yeah.
picture.
And,
A little bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Okay.
He was
Well.
blonde back then.
I guess he's still here. He's
He could
66
still
years
be
old,
blonde.
which is good.
Yeah. Huh. We're gonna have to find him. Okay, Ames, that's the next thing to do. Okay, so you have toured the world, you've played with so many bands, but so Amy and I like to talk about, because our show is for fans by fans.
Mm-hmm.
Was
Okay.
there a moment when you met someone that you had idolized and you got to meet them, play with them,
Oh, meet and play with them? Oh, okay.
or even anything, or even
either
just meet them
or.
backstage,
Either or.
meet them in front of the
Yeah.
stage, backstage, on an airplane? Yeah.
I've met some pretty cool. I've had some pretty cool people. I've done stuff. I had dinner with Smokey Robinson one night,
That's wild.
Wow.
which is kind of a weird thing. I had when I was at Hurricane. I had the band Hurricane. I had the manager. She's great. She's so great. But I think she was wasn't really a manager, but she was in the music business, and I think she was just doing this because nobody else would do it. So, but she worked with Smokey and a lot of Motown people in some shape or form. I still don't know why, but she called me one night. She said, "Hey, do you want to go to this?" It was this thing called the LA Music Awards, and it's kind of, I don't want to say anything bad about it, but I won't say anything about it. We went to the LA Music Awards, and I don't really like these things, so I'm not a big fan of that stuff, because it's a lot of people faking it. You know what I mean? There's a lot of fakers. And I kind of feel like I come off, because I'm not this big famous guy, I kind of feel like I come off like one of the fakers. And I just don't want to be, associated with that. Anyway, so there was this big, red carpet line. She's, oh, you should get on the red carpet, blah, blah, blah. And there's all these different people. And I'm like, I just kind of went out the back, and went over to the table, and I'm just about to sit down, and here comes Smokey with this guy. And she's like, Andrew, this is Smokey Robinson. I was like, oh my God, so it was really cool. Just kind of sat. He got a Lifetime Achievement Award, and I was just at the table with him all night. That was cool. That was one.
That's a big, yeah.
I got to hand Stevie Wonder his microphone before he went on stage one night, which is not really meeting him, but it was a quick,
no, but
interaction.
That's
a big one. Yeah. Yeah, I was a guitar tech for somebody. This is way back, and the sound guy was a friend of mine, the monitor guy, and he said, "Hey, do you know you want to hand Stevie his microphone?" I was like, "Hell yeah, I do." He gives me his mic, and I'm so stupid. I walk up to the guy and I just go, "What do you call him?" He said, "Mr. Wonder, here's your microphone," and I held it out like this, right?
Oh,
waiting for him to grab it. Right? You get it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm waiting for him to grab it.
Oh no!
And I'm like, why is he not grabbing the microphone? I was like, oh, fuck. Like I had that oh shit moment, and I just kind of grabbed his hand and put the mic into his hand.
Yes.
Like,
No. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Typical. Oh, thank you very much. With the hand. Like it was just cool. It was so quick, but it was so cool. He was playing with Shaka Khan and Eric Benet. I can't remember. Oh, Bobby Brown was on that show too. It was like a charity event. It was cool.
That's pretty iconic. That is pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, so all your how many years did you live in LA? How were you
in LA? I want to say about
early 2000s. Was that when?
10 years. No, I was there from 2005 to like 2014, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, so 9 years. Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm trying to. I
long
don't
enough
know.
To have a baby.
Yeah, long
what?
Long enough to get somebody pregnant,
Yeah.
So Hollywood.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Because I'm just thinking, Amy and I knew more of that scene like beforehand. Then we moved out of the area. So how was?
Right.
Well, I guess that is where you are. Is it still the place to be for a music career in rock and? Or you really can be almost anywhere now?
You could be almost anywhere now, but for me, the reason why I'm in Vegas is because I did two shows here, and
right.
That was about 9 years of my life, doing these shows.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I got out of it. I mean, the last like strip show I did was in 2000, right before the pandemic. So 2020. So, and it basically got shut down by the pandemic, and I just never came back. So,
Okay.
So it's kind of, it's okay. I mean, I like living here. My daughter moved out from New York. My son and his mom moved out from LA. And we were just a happy little dysfunctional family. And so, it's home now because that's all here.
Okay,
so we have like a support network in a sense.
That's huge.
But I don't know if we're going to stay here forever because my son Jake is going to college soon, and so I don't I don't know. It's good to be here to do gigs. Yeah. Plus, it's the airport. You can get a direct flight almost anywhere, so that's very helpful too. So
it is kind of nice. And at one point, Katya had a conversation with the guys in Slaughter, and they were like, you should invest in real estate in Vegas. And this was,
and I was highly considering it.
2000.
2000. Yeah. And it blew up out there. They were right. They called it. It all blew up with even the music and everything. Yeah.
Who told you that? Was it Mark or Dana or was it Bloss?
It was Dana and Bloss, not Mark. And that's what we were going to do.
Bloss is doing really well. And well, Dana always does well. Dana's just a hustler, all the time. So I love Dana. I love both those guys. I've played with Bloss for a couple of years, and I've done a lot of shows with Dana. So, because we all come back to Vegas after the gigs. You know, we're on the
I
same
know.
flights
That's
all
where
the
I was
time.
like, oh,
So,
Vegas is,
yeah.
Vegas feels like the new Hollywood. Like,
Mm-hmm.
kind of postponed over
Yeah,
that.
pretty much.
Seriously. Yeah. That's what I was thinking too when we started.
It kind of is. You know, there was. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
There
you're
was
fine.
like there's a scenario. Somebody made a joke once that at one point a bus pulled up in front of the Rainbow on Sunset, and everybody came out, got on the bus, and went to Vegas.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
because
kind of what it's like.
everybody's here. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people are here. Not everybody, but a lot of people are here. It was really good for a long time. It's a little slow now. Honestly, it's getting slow.
Oh,
But I don't, I don't really depend on, the music scene here to, for
we need
money anymore. So
we
I
need
mean, I
another
have my
clap.
little gig,
Have
but
pipes will travel, right?
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm on flights. I do, and I work in my studio here, and I have sessions all this week. I got to get done too. So it's just and I've been very lucky. So and when it stops, I'm gonna have to do something else. So
Do you have an idea? What will you do?
no.
He's gonna.
There was no
he's
plan
gonna
B. What are you talking about?
Wait, no. Hold on. You're a photographer or
lessons.
designer too, right? And vocal lesson. Yeah, there's so much you can do. You're gonna keep
I mean,
performing.
I have
No, you.
I've kicked around the I've oh sorry I've kicked
That's
around the
okay.
idea of I don't even have the phone on. I had the ringer off and it's still ringing.
Is it coming
It
through your
really
computer?
wants to.
Mine does that.
It's just my girlfriend's calling me. Like you should interview
Okay.
her too. She's really
Yeah,
funny.
we'll take her.
She's a comedian.
Okay, yeah. We'll talk after.
She's great.
We'll connect me on Instagram and we'll
We
do
will.
I
that.
will. You guys get along with her great. She's all girl power. So
Nice.
We're in.
We like girl power.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so
Love that.
another question for you.
Yeah.
Oh, we're talking Vegas. Okay, so I'm
Sorry.
going to ask you another question. So we talked about people you've met. Tell us about fan reactions of people reacting to you. Do you have a memorable reaction from a fan
Ooh.
with you?
Anytime anybody asks me about fans, I say the weirdest reaction I ever had was it got dusty and made me sneeze.
No.
The fan. The fan.
Your girlfriend's a comedian.
Speaking of which, well, let's get back on here. Thank you very much. Good night.
That was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was so great.
I had to turn the ceiling fan on too. It was so bad.
No, throw it out there.
funny.
You
Reaction.
You are the singer in the band. It's not like you're I love the bass players, but you're not the bass player like in the back. You are the person that is connecting with the audiences.
It's something worthless like a bass player. A worthless instrument like the bass guitar.
No, but it's
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. You might as well. I mean, I always suggest that we tie the bass gear to the bumper of the car and just drag it, instead of the van, instead of actually taking up space in the van with it.
Truly, the bass player is always
who's being loud?
he's one of the coolest guys in the band always, or she is. They're usually the coolest people in the band because they're just chill there and they're playing. Yeah, different personalities usually than the singers.
It depends on the bass player. I will tell you that there are plenty of bass players that I do not like. Oh, what's up, dude? You don't have to be quiet.
Hi.
You make as much noise as you want, bro.
Well, he's back there pounding on the piano keys, and I'm like, wait.
Yeah, dude. Tell her not to suppress your talent. What's up, buddy? How are you? Well, look at the head of hair on that kid. Man, that's a good head of hair. How are you?
Yep. He said, "How are you?" Oh, he might not be able to hear you.
He can't hear you. He doesn't have the headphones
I got him
on.
in my ears. That's why you can't hear. Yeah.
Well, tell him I said it was nice to meet him.
Yeah.
Well, Andrew says it's nice to meet you, so say bye. Bye.
See you later.
Head upstairs.
Okay.
I'll be
I
there in a few
love
minutes.
this.
Yeah.
I love this. This is like our version of The View.
So
I love
fun.
this. This is great.
He's so fun. I have him at home for homeschooling, so it's kind of like sometimes he'll come in and sometimes
He'll just be like,
won't.
hey.
And it, so. Mm-hmm.
And you just this is what you're teaching them today. Stay away from people who look like this guy.
No, it's all about music appreciation. But my husband's a musician, so
okay, cool. Yeah.
Right on the other side of my computer, we're talking about basses. I see a bass, 2, 3 guitars, for Christmas, Matthew got a little electronic drum set. So I'm
Awesome.
just, it's all
Awesome.
in there. The
Very
Okay,
piano.
so
cool.
now I'm
Very
not
cool.
going to get you
So,
away from
yeah.
this. I am bringing you back.
Oh, sorry.
Do you have
What is it?
a memorable story that like a fan that you touched or not? Hopefully it wasn't someone that stalked you.
Oh, yeah.
But
He
like
did avoid that, didn't he?
like a or do people even coming out like to the shows? Do
Oh,
people want to talk to you and tell you about their experiences or because especially with like everything, all the
um,
music you're playing in there.
Oh.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, this whole thing came about because of a fan experience after the show, or
Mm.
just
Hmm.
we started talking after the show. Yeah, I mean, people want to talk. It doesn't mean that they're all nuts, just,
Right.
but
Just a
there
few
are
of us.
some that are
Yeah.
nuts. Yeah. I'm just trying to think of like a memorable one. I mean, we had, I've just recently had somebody demanding that I drive them home. Um,
After
yeah, after a show, yeah, and just and you really have to be a nice guy and try to be a nice person and not
Right.
do that. And because when I was younger, I used to be on the road. I used to you know want to go out and have fun, and you
Mm-hmm.
kind of sometimes you get yourself into situations that are it can be super dangerous
Mm-hmm.
and I had a kind of a situation once that I was, just jumped in a car with some people, and I was in the middle of nowhere, in somewhere, a house, and we walked into this house, and it was like a shooting gallery. The place was like
Oh,
like a,
my goodness.
yeah, and that was the day I was like, you know what, I think I should probably, reevaluate why I'm out
Mm-hmm.
doing this and why I'm here. So, and the other thing with, I can't really get into crazy scenarios with people anymore because of my voice. I can't like go
Mm-hmm.
hang out for a long time and
Yeah.
go talking after shows because I end up losing my voice. And if I have like a 5-day run or a 4-day run of shows, I gotta,
Mm-hmm.
kind of be mindful of that. So like when we do the last in line thing, a lot of times, Vivian is a very antisocial guy, and especially in the United States, and so he kind of hangs out in the dressing room after the shows, and I've kind of adopted that after the shows. And it's not because I don't want to go out and meet anybody and try to push the band. It's just that I really have to be careful because
Mm-hmm.
that stuff is very taxing, and we have sometimes 300 to 400 mile drives between shows every day, and so, so yeah, I've kind of tried to reel that in, but as far as a crazy experience, it may come to me
No,
later, but I
and I
don't,
would say positive
I mean,
experience.
there's,
I'd rather do see touching
oh,
experience. Positive experience.
Oh,
a
yeah, that's a
touching
good one.
and positive. I mean, I had a guy contact me once, and, um, he apologized because he was kind of drunk and loud and belligerent in the crowd, like nothing that
Mm.
I couldn't handle, but it was off-putting, and,
Mm.
um, so he emailed me the next day and he apologized, and
Oh,
he said, I just want you to know he worked in a hospital,
Wow.
like he worked like a morgue in a hospital or some sort
Oh.
of a job where he deals with death every day. And
and
and he came to the show and he said, I just had a couple too many drinks and I just was really letting loose because I was really enjoying myself. And you
Oh.
guys were fantastic. And he was singing our praises. And he said, I just want you to know how important what you do is. And because I never think of it like that because
no, I
Oh.
but
agree.
and again, it goes
I
along with the
agree.
spirituality of music and all that,
Mm-hmm.
it's so that was a pretty positive thing because then the next time I saw him, first
Oh.
thing I did is gave him a hug and he's come to a few shows,
Oh.
super nice guy. And, it just, again, it
Yeah.
just got away from him one
But
night.
he
And
and
I
he
can't even
knew.
imagine what somebody, yeah,
No.
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, I do have a question
yeah.
for you.
I
I was
love
So
thinking
that
that.
was a positive one.
with you singing in Last in Line, like it's a group of, I'm not even gonna say Brits because it's like Brits, UK people over in the islands. Do you
Hmm.
guys do you spend much time with them at all over in the UK? Or is it
I spent a lot of
an
time with them in the
American?
UK. Yeah.
Is it considered more of an American band? Yeah, I just thought it was interesting that when you hear you all
Well,
talking.
I think the idea was, they were the original Dio band, so it
Yeah.
was,
Mm-hmm.
and Vinny, the drummer, is from Brooklyn. So,
Oh, I guess that's
so,
Ah.
true. I guess it's half and
and
half.
Ronnie
Okay.
was, yeah, so Ronnie was from New York as well. So it was kind of the same deal when we started it. It was, myself and Vinny were the Americans, the New Yorkers,
The New
in a sense,
Yorkers.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then the, yeah, Vivian is from Belfast, and
Belfast.
Jimmy Payne was from Scotland. He was from Scotland, and so yeah, I mean that mix was there. I mean, it was a good hang. There's really only one awkward person in that mix that was in that mix, but everybody had their own personality, and again, we don't really see each other. We're not like hanging out,
Yeah.
as buds, you know what I mean, as friends.
Because
So
you're all
unless we're in a
over the place.
van or we're in a dressing room or at dinner, yeah. So I mean it's how do I say this positively when I don't want to? It's just you just get along, like
Yeah.
I've learned a lot from those guys about that culture over there, and you just kind of assimilate to it, So
Do y'all
And
drink
see, that's
tea
where I'm a
together?
little jealous because I have not traveled. Right?
you have not
Yeah.
traveled?
I have not been
No.
outside the U.S.
And
You
I
should.
have
You
Yet.
done.
should.
Yet.
I do
Yet.
nothing
Yet.
but travel. So this is where, so Amy comes along with me on my adventures through my phone, and
Oh, cool. Cool. Do you
And then
live in
we
Italy? Is
create
that where you?
international incidents.
yeah.
There you go. Right on the phone. Right.
She does, yeah. She
Yeah,
does.
okay.
Yeah,
Where are you in Italy about?
in Rome. I live in Rome, and it is an amazing,
Oh, nice.
one of the world's best cities. However, it's not a
Yeah.
great city for live music. So
Oh, really?
no,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
only bands that come through Rome would be like Coldplay or like it's there's no in
Big
between.
bands.
Like it's few and far between. So you have to travel like to Milan, which is like 5 hours by train.
Right.
But no,
Right.
it's a great
Right.
city
Yeah. Italy. I've played there a lot, but never in. I think the biggest city we played in was Milan. Actually, yeah, we
because
played
that's
with
the only
Megadeth in
place
Milan
bands play.
once. Yeah.
It's only
So.
Milan. Yeah, which is crazy. It's like a whole country.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's an intro. Oh no, who else did I
Yeah.
see?
Yeah.
I saw Duran this year. That was another one. But it's like huge bands when they come
Okay.
to Rome. So
Okay.
I travel. I get on a plane and go see them. So yeah. Okay, Amy, what were you going to
That's cool.
ask
Yeah.
about Last in Line?
Nice. Oh, well, it wasn't necessarily a question. It was like a change in personality from Viv. Because when we met him in 92, he
Hmm.
was actually, and
We
it was his
were like in
first
elementary school. We were
first tour
children.
with Def Leppard. Yeah, elementary school. Oh my word. Not old enough to have that beer in my hand. Oh, I said I'd never tell.
Still, yeah.
Oh.
So
I think you're safe.
this past year, actually, or a couple years ago for my 50th birthday, we did VIP for Def Leppard. And I was talking and all this stuff because we've had a couple of Def Leppard adventures. And I looked over at Viv and I said, and you gave me my first Heineken. It's actually not a Heineken. You can see it's not a green bottle, but I thought it was. And then Rick Allen pops over and he goes, "Were you old enough for that Heineken?" And I was like, "I'll never tell."
You know what?
But
If we were in the UK,
backstage,
if we were in the UK,
longest
we
of
were.
all the guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he was such a
Yeah.
sweetheart.
So I was like, that's something he's kind of grown into or grown out of. I think when you were talking about wanting to hang in the dressing room.
Oh,
But
he
this
was
was
backstage.
92.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I see.
We were
Yeah,
all
I mean,
children.
no, I mean, what I mean hanging, backstage is it's, just usually him and I and us on our phones drinking something afterwards, waiting
Right.
to leave. So, but
Yeah.
I've adopted the concept of jumping in an Uber almost immediately
Yeah.
without waiting for
Not
anybody.
for it.
So the
Right,
advent of
right.
the Uber, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How
Yeah.
do you keep your voice in shape? I mean, because especially when you're doing these shows night after night
Mm.
after night and really demanding performances. Do you have a vocal coach or is it just something you've learned?
I don't know.
Okay.
Honey.
You just do it.
I did have a vocal coach, maybe I haven't been to her in probably about 10 years or so, maybe
Yeah,
longer.
so that doesn't count anymore.
Sorry?
I said that doesn't count anymore if
I
it's
didn't
been
hear you
10
say, sorry.
years. No, I said it doesn't count anymore if it's
Yeah,
been 10 years.
I don't,
Oh, yeah. We
yeah,
got you.
I
There was a
don't,
lag.
Okay.
I don't really do much. I mean, I warm up most of the time if I have,
Mm-hmm.
there's gigs where I just walk in and sing. Like, I mean, I just did 2 gigs this weekend, and I don't think I warmed up for either of them. And there was a lot of travel. I played in Rhode Island on Friday night, and had a bunch of issues with flights getting canceled, and I was up all
Oh.
night, getting that situated. So I maybe slept for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then went right to the airport for a 6 a.m. flight in Boston to fly to California to go do a lynch mob date. And I didn't warm up for either. I just went right out and did it, So, and then not because I shouldn't, because I should have just forgot, you know what I mean? Because I was, it's
Go,
like
go, go.
food, rest, what do I need to
Mhm.
get through this gig? And I didn't have any issues, and I just did a session last night, and it's fine, I got a lot of things going on where I'm going to be doing like, Friday, Saturday nights abroad, out on the road, and then flying back for my Sunday show here. So it's going to be a lot of 3 in a rows going on, which I can usually do about 5 with no issue before it starts getting kind of crazy. But I think it's because I don't really drink a lot. I don't do any drugs. I never really have. I don't smoke. I don't abuse myself. If it hurts, I'd stop. And I have a pretty simple life. So, it's all about my kids. I have a granddaughter now, and
Jealous.
yeah, so it's which is the first time I've admitted in public. Because, it's a youth market, my lady, it's a youth market, So, I don't know. I'd like to be present, and I don't like to I like to be on point, and if there's an issue, I kind of take care of it immediately. Because, if you let something fester, like piles of bills laying around, health problems or whatever, it's just gonna get you in the long run. So but yeah, I do, to make a long story endless, I do a warm up. I should do a warm up most of the time. And I try not to, my
abuse
main
yourself.
concern is eating too much. So yeah, I mean, if it's a gig day, I'm eating salads, I'm eating, light stuff, and I'm not eating at least 3 hours before a show. So that's what kicks me in the ass. So yeah.
No dairy.
Well, sometimes
do you do dairy on show days?
Yeah, out here, well, in Vegas, it actually helps because it's so dry here. So, yeah, so a little hot.
That's a good point.
Amy, I eat gelato every single day.
But I don't do a lot of dairy anyway. Every single day? Well, you should when you're
day.
there. They're like on every corner.
Day.
And they're
every day.
Fucking amazing. Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah. You have to go visit her in Rome, because Rome
we talk about this.
Is such a great city. You would have such a good time. There's so much to do.
We do.
Yeah.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you.
Just get a flight. Just go into Kayak or Google Flights and just set an alert to tell you when the cheapest flights are, and just take them. And even if it takes you like 20 hours to get there, just do it, because it'd be less than $500 probably.
These direct flights are
You need help? You let me know.
Right,
I'll book you. I'll be your travel agent. That's what I'm going to do after I stop playing music.
You're going to be a travel agent. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm fucking already in now. So.
Well, do you know what we're going to do? Our goal is we want to be Eddie Trunk when we grow up.
Oh.
That's one.
Well, when's he going to grow up?
I know, right? Well, I didn't say anything about him. I was talking about us. Right. And then we've been talking about this quite a bit. We would love to work in concert promotion. That's actually before we
I would love
had kids and kind
do
of
the
left
fan
the rock world.
Oh my God, like fan connections, it shows like when you do those VIP things, like,
Yeah,
oh my gosh, go to the different venues, see everyone that are so happy because it's music. Oh. Okay, so a few more questions. We're going to let you go. Looked at the time, what we have. Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes.
What do you have left?
You're fine.
For what's going on in 2025 that you can tell us about? What shows are you doing?
You mean financially? Not much.
Yeah, I know. Oh my God.
What do I
so
have
funny.
left?
For 2025.
The fall.
I'm doing the Rock and Roll Church till the end of the year. I have a lot of lynch mob shows. I'm playing with George again, so I'll be doing a lot.
When does that tour schedule come out?
That's
Sorry, I didn't
awesome.
mean to interrupt you.
Wait,
you know what?
Didn't he stop playing?
I have it somewhere. I can just I'll post it. Yeah.
Wait, wasn't the last tour?
No. No, come
This
on.
is
We knew
this is
it.
Okay.
George. This
Okay.
is my good
We
friend
knew
George we're
it.
talking
Wait,
about.
We
just
called
that's
it
what.
even. We
Okay.
called
You
it
did. You call.
talking
Thank
about, yeah.
goodness. Wait, thank goodness though.
Well,
But
I'll
thank
tell you,
goodness, right?
George.
Thank goodness. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. George has an issue with, and I get it. He's got an issue with the name of the band, and it's
Mm.
a very, it can be deemed
Mm-hmm.
incredibly insensitive,
Mm-hmm.
and back in the day it wasn't, and now it's kind of become this thing. But for me the saving grace is that it's his last name, and
Right.
Yes.
Right.
it's
Yeah.
mostly get shit for it when you're on the road and somebody asks you, what's the name of the, oh, hi, are you guys a band? If you're in
Mm-hmm.
a, that's a good fan
Mm-hmm.
experience when you, or just people experience, you're in an airport, you're in a Starbucks somewhere. Oh, are you guys a band? You guys look like a band. What's the name of your band? And you go Lynch Mob. And sometimes people go kind of look at you cross, like, you
Mm-hmm.
know, it's a bad thing, but it's George's name. The theme of it was an Old West theme when he did it years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel for him. And when he put it to bed the first time, I applauded him for doing it, because you know he deals with it more than I do, but I've dealt with
Mm-hmm.
it a little bit too. I got introduced to Smokey Robinson like that. This is Andrew Hastings
Oh,
from the band Lynch Mob, and it was kind of like, you know, and
how,
his
what?
guy was like lynch mob. I go, like, it's not that kind of lynch mob. Just,
Yeah,
it's the
you're,
guy's
you're
last
like,
name.
it's the guitar player's last name.
Yeah, it's his last name, and she started explaining it, and it went away quickly. But it's like, but I
Yeah.
get it. I get it.
Yeah.
So, but he retired the name over, I think, at the beginning of the summer, and he
Oh,
was
fair
going to
enough.
take a
Okay.
break. Yeah, and then he did this George Lynch and the Mob thing, and then
Uh-huh.
so since I've been
Yeah.
playing with him, I've been working with him since 2004, and on and off, and it's always something different when you walk in somewhere.
2004.
So
Mm-hmm.
whatever,
I'm
it's his
excited.
moniker. Yeah, yeah,
I know that would be.
Yeah.
yep. But it's been 20 years. I've been on and off with him. So,
That's
and
crazy.
it's kind of great because we've done 3 shows since I've been back, and he's been great. He's
He's
great. He's in
amazing.
a good place. He's laughing. I just posted a video at the end of on Instagram, and it was his birthday, and we played in somewhere in
Mm-hmm.
California, and he's just laughing on stage and
Yeah.
smiling, and he's in a good spot, and I'm really happy for him. I'm glad he's that happy. So
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
so that we're doing that, and then we do. I have some tribute band stuff that I do. I'm doing a Pink Floyd show, with like a laser show, Pink
Oh, I
Floyd.
saw that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of fun. And then I'm filling in for my friend's Foreigner band. He does a Foreigner tribute band. I'm
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
doing that. I think I might have a pyro show here and there. God,
I would
so
totally go
much.
see that again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
That's
I think I'm
excellent.
just gonna, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna focus on, doing George dates. I really enjoy doing them. It's
that is
easy. I
fun.
love the material. It's really nice to be back
Mm-hmm.
there. So, but it's not always been positive, but
Mm-hmm.
but that's just being in a band and dealing with,
Mm-hmm. People.
Personality.
egos and all
People.
that, and people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
just life
People.
shit. So
Yep.
I just need to
Yep.
learn to not get to be so sensitive. You know what I mean?
Andrew, what was the last concert you went
I totally get that.
to watch?
Mm.
To watch, not to play, not to be in. Do you go see shows?
As a fan,
Yeah.
Yeah, just to go see a band.
yeah, I went. I think it was either Duran Duran or Elvis
He does.
Costello and
Love Elvis.
uh, and Daryl Hall. That was.
Okay, that's
Oh.
awesome. Yeah.
I mean, because I'm at concerts every week, so and we're on festival stuff. I'll watch the
Well, the
band, but I don't really
festivals.
hang out. I mean, to something
Mm-hmm.
that I enjoy and I want to go see. Yeah. What other festivals?
No, no, I'm going to ask you. Here's my
Is
festival
that what you're asking
question.
me?
So Amy and I are always thinking about what we should go
Oh,
see in
Our
terms of.
delay
sorry.
is crazy.
Oh, okay.
I can hear you. Go
Okay.
ahead. I can hear
Go
Okay.
ahead.
So if you were to suggest to Amy and I for in 2026 to go either on a rock cruise or a
Mm.
festival that you've really enjoyed that you think is like great for fans of rock music, which one would it be?
That's
The Legends. I mean, any one of the rock cruises are usually pretty great. I've had
Mm,
really great experiences on the Monsters of Rock cruise and the Legends of Rock cruise. They're both
okay.
great fun, good bands. There's definitely more of a camaraderie on the Monsters cruise. Like people have been
Okay.
going on that for years, and the
Oh,
bands all interact, and are it's kind of a all that kind of hair rock genre going on, and maybe some other bands that are kind of splintered off or whatever. But like Buck Cherry, I think has done it. And I think Lit has been on there. But it's always fun. There's always something going on. Legends of Rock Cruise is cool because you have it's like a really wide range of bands,
Oh yeah.
yeah, that was
So,
my
but
question too.
they're
Yeah.
always fun. Yeah, concert wise, I mean, I really want to go see David Lee Roth. I know everybody's
Oh, we
complaining about
heard
his
about.
voice and all, but I don't
Was
really
it?
give a shit about his voice.
But
If he's in
I'm
his 70s, and
23. Did he
and
just?
he's been doing that show since the beginning
Mm-hmm.
of Van Halen, where he's got these backup
Mm-hmm.
singers now. These like four
Yep.
Right,
guys that
Yep.
but
sing
why
behind
not?
him,
Absolutely,
and they're fantastic. But
absolutely.
it's the same thing as when Eddie and Al and what's his name, Michael Anthony did it.
Yeah.
He would just kind of snake in between the choruses half the time anyway. So
Yeah.
it's just
I would
Dave.
love to just see him perform, just to see
Yeah,
him, because I mean, my gosh, I was a child when he was with Van Halen, and I've never
yeah,
never
yeah.
got to see never
Yeah,
never got to see I've never gotten to see David
I
Lee
saw
Roth.
him solo when he first on the first solo tour he did with
Mm-hmm.
Eat 'em a Smile tour, which I was
Yeah.
probably about 16, 17 years old. It
Uh-oh.
was awesome. Dog, did we lose her?
Maybe. We'll find
Oh
out.
boy. She finally left.
I
We
know.
finally got rid of her.
Her internet or something was struggling so bad.
Yeah. Let's talk
So
about
bad.
her.
Oh my gosh. She's like, do you know we have been friends for 35 years? Like we
Wow.
met backstage at a Warrant show.
Did you really?
That's
Wow.
literally. Mm-hmm.
That was a
Yep.
dangerous place back then. So.
Yeah. We were 16 and 17, so it was pretty tame for us. It's actually a pretty cool story because what ended up happening was I thought I'd never see her again. We had met her outside because we were looking for Warren's bus. And some guys honked at us on the street, and me and I have another redheaded friend, Kathy, she was there at Pyromania, and we like whooped back, right? And then Katya pops out and she says, "You can't do that here," because it was in San Jose, and we didn't live in San Jose,
Right.
So she was like, "You can't do that here," and we're like, "What do you mean we can't do that here?" Anyway, welcome back. We're talking about you.
You did it anyway.
Yeah, we did it anyway. And then so she gets the management or whatever sees her with the flowers and dressed all cute, and so they ask her if she wants to go backstage, and she goes, "Yeah, but I have 2 friends, can they come too?" And she went and got us. And then we got all our pictures, we got all our things, and I never thought that I would see her again. But she was like, "Give me your address, I'll send you pictures." And she actually did it.
And we're not talking email address, we're talking
pictures.
stamp.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Stamped.
yeah, right.
And pictures, not
pictures.
You actually have to make an effort, get in a car and drive somewhere. Yeah.
And we're going to see each other this weekend.
Actual pictures.
That was
wow.
it. Which one is that?
Joey with that full head of hair.
That was it. That was it. That was it. That was the day.
He's a good guy. I like that guy.
And I'm actually flying to California Friday, and Amy's driving down to see me. She's
I don't know, babe. 8 We're not getting you. We're not getting you.
Your audio keeps going out.
Okay, I'll keep quiet.
Okay, so at least we reviewed some things. Katya has some rapid fire questions for you, and let's see if I can remember them.
Okay.
Why don't you call? Can you call her on WhatsApp, and then she can put it up to the thing? Yeah.
See,
I've
you
done
are
that before.
creative.
Yeah.
Will it kill your phone though? It might kill her connection.
Oh, you're on your. Oh, I see. I thought maybe you were on a computer.
Hang on.
Don't sweat it.
There you go. There.
We wouldn't be able to see her beautiful face, but at least we can talk.
Okay.
Can you hear?
I can.
Yes. Okay. So we'll get just these 5 rapid fire questions in.
Okay.
All right. Hold it up a little closer to the thing.
Album that you bought with your own money.
Jay Giles' band, Freeze Frame or Centerfold, whatever it was. Freeze Frame or Centerfold. I can't remember the name of it. I think it was Freeze Frame. Yeah.
I remember that.
Yep.
I can't hear anything.
He answered it. So what's next?
Oh, okay. What is a riff he wished he had written?
Oh, now she's totally gone.
No, a riff he wishes he had written.
Who's thinking?
A riff that I wish I wrote. Sunday Bloody Sunday. Oh no. Do 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 do. What is that called?
Are you sure that?
Under a blood red sky, black and white, beauty night and day. I can't remember the name of the song. It's a U2 song.
Yeah, I
New
see.
Year's Day. The bass
On
line
New
to New
Year's Day.
Year's Day.
Okay,
Yeah.
you had me stuck with Sunday Bloody Sunday, so that's all I was singing in my head.
Yeah. It's the bass line to New Year's Day by U2.
So, a song he cranks in the car that fans might be surprised by. Blaring in the house.
He's laughing so hard.
Okay. It's a Four Seasons song.
Okay, Four Seasons song.
I love Frankie Valli.
All right. Yeah.
I love you, baby, and if it's quite all right, I need you, baby. That one.
I want to see that. I want to pull up next to you and see you rocking out to that song.
And
that would be great.
And the big bridge section in Careless Whisper when he just goes for it.
That's awesome.
You know, when George Michael goes for it in Careless Whisper.
Hold on. Keep going. Sorry. Okay, that's it. Okay.
That was it.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, go baby.
Most underrated singer in rock or metal history.
Ray West.
Okay.
Ray West from Spread Eagle.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. He's fantastic. He's always been fantastic, and they just didn't get their due. They didn't get to what they're due. Also, Doug Pinnick from King's X.
Oh, okay.
I could go on and on and on.
Yeah, I bet you could. Yeah. I love these. Okay, you're right.
Ray Gillen from Badlands.
Yep.
Who else?
Oh, I love Badlands.
So many. So.
Okay, last one. A lyric from High Voltage Salvation that sums him up right now.
Oh.
That sums me up right now?
Or do you have to be any line?
Any line.
Any lyric of his that sums him up right now.
The new single that we're putting out is Damned, and its song is called Damned. The lyric goes, damned, fucked for all eternity.
I can't wait for you to hear this because I know you can't hear it right now. That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, there's also a song "Death Wish" we do. That's.
I don't have a mic, but I'm going to try to get back in the studio. Okay. No, I can't get in at all. I'm totally stuck. I don't know what happened.
I think it was your internet.
Well, we miss you. I'm happy we can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I am happy we can hear you.
Okay, can you please tell him thank you?
He's listening.
I can hear it. Thank you very much. Yeah, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
So much fun.
So much fun. I love it.
I'm glad.
I love it. So before we totally let you go, Andrew, you'll hang out with me, but we'll go ahead and say goodbye and thank you again for coming. It was so.
Oh, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you again. I really hope we get to catch a lynch mob date. I'll be looking for those. So if you have that tour schedule and you want to send it,
where do you live?
I'm in Oregon, but we travel.
Oh, you're in Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
We'll travel for music.
We'll travel. So
okay, all right. I'm trying to think of a good one. We're going to be in Michigan this month. We have a couple shows in Michigan, and
I was born in Michigan.
Yeah, I'll have to check. There's some East Coast stuff in February. I got to check.
In Michigan.
Oh, Rain is. Oh, her daughter's in Michigan.
Okay, cool.
How about anything in California?
I'm sure there is. You know what? Well, I can just look on the bass players page. Let's see.
Okay.
No, I have the dates here. Let's see. Oh my God, I have 34 text messages. What the hell is going on? Wow.
You got work to do now. We took a little over an hour, and now you're like backlogged.
That's okay. That's March. Let's see, February, January. Oh, I got to do it. I hate doing it, but I got to do it. Hold on a second.
Oh, so let me just go ahead and I know you're going to be busy, but I'll extend. He's putting on his glasses. I love it. Yeah, you know what? I have to take mine off to see close.
I can't see close anymore. These are my work glasses, my computer glasses.
Right.
Let's see. We have so Mob in November. We're playing in Leesburg, Virginia, Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania. That's with Firehouse. I know we're doing that with them. And then I'm in Arizona with the Foreigner Band. And then, oh man, I don't have anything for that. I canceled those gigs. Let's see. Nope. Okay, nothing that weekend. This one is Hollywood. We're playing at the Whiskey in November.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun one. Then St. Louis, Missouri. What else? Nothing in December. But we're getting gigs left and right, so we're getting lots of stuff. So it should be.
I'm
And
just
then
looking at you
February.
on WhatsApp.
Oh, hi. Oh, see, that works.
This is like us at the concert, Amy.
I know, right? There we go.
This is Andrew in my life. I see him.
Yep.
This is how we met. Yeah.
Yep. This is how we met. I love that. Let me do this and let me see if this. I don't know what this will do to the sound quality, but hold on.
Okay.
Let me take my AirPods and put it on my computer audio. Hang on.
I can hear you perfectly, Amy. Oh, it's because we're on AirPods.
Yeah. No, you're not. You're on this, but let me take this out. Now
it's so cute. It looks like from what I'm seeing, you two are sitting next to each other.
Oh, I can see that because our chairs are.
When you finally left, I came over.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Oh my word, that's classic. So, oh, that's funny. Okay,
really
so
does. Wow, it really does.
Look, you can see my light. There's my light.
See, it's another angle for me seeing you. I always get to see the other side.
Right?
See that?
There we go.
Yeah.
That's funny. All right.
Excellent.
So, but I'll just keep looking for 2026 because
okay.
Loved it. Would love to see you with Lynch Mob.
Okay,
is it George Lynch and the Mob? What is it? What are we?
It depends. I think he gets more work as Lynch Mob. So.
Yeah. It's more recognizable.
Yeah, exactly. So, which is ridiculous because he's Lynch,
I know, right? Yeah, crazy. So we got to see him a couple times this past year, but always phenomenal and great. And we've had a couple of shows about him actually. So and we've talked to. It's so funny. All of these circles.
All roads lead to George Lynch, essentially.
Seems like in my career, that's what happens.
Right. Oh my gosh, I love it. Oh my gosh. Well, Andrew, thank you so much. And thank you for going through all of the crazy. This is going to be a fun one to edit for sure. But we're probably, Katya, as soon as you left, we started talking shit. So there you go. It just happened. So
I deserved it.
That's what we do.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Alrighty. Well, Andrew, we're totally gonna have you back because this has been a blast.
Love to.
So we appreciate you.
I can't wait about what's coming up.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So,
should be cool.
That's my daughter. All right. Well, again, until next time.
Yeah, we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Sounds good.
Bye.
Well, Amy, I have to say, I think I have a new favorite frontman.
I love
That's
it.
Andrew.
I love him. He's so
fantastic.
Funny. He's so funny. I loved this conversation. Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
I loved this conversation so much. You guys make sure you like and subscribe. We have a lot of fun stuff coming up for you in the very near future. So make sure you're coming along with us. If you'd like to rock your own Rock the Life t-shirt, you can do that at rtlmerch.com. It's probably been a little bit since we've talked about that. Speaking of Andrew, we did talk about him being based in Vegas. We mentioned Rock and Roll Church. So we are looking at seeing if there's something that develops on the 22nd of February. If you've been following along for any length of time, you know that we are taking a Rock the Life party to Vegas on February 21st for the Def Leppard residency. That's a Saturday. Andrew said that he would see what he could do about putting something together for Sunday the 22nd. So if you are joining us in Vegas, extend your stay one more day and fly home on Monday if at all possible. You won't want to miss this. I'm stoked. Like, I cannot wait. You guys, thanks for coming along for the ride, and we hope you enjoyed it. Hey babe, don't forget.
Don't forget.
Rock the life.
Rock the life.
Bye.
Bye.